Why solo leveling anime may fail you. As most of you know, we got an anime announcement for solo leveling about a year ago, and it was getting a lot of hype, while many fans expressed doubts and concerns. Will the anime truly do justice to the intensity and excitement of the original manhwa? If you don't know about solo leveling, here is the short summary on the screen. You can pause it and read it if you want to. Solo leveling is a power fantasy with essentially the focus being Sung Jin-woo's journey from zero to hero. It has a reputation for having amazing artwork and the power to hype people. One of the biggest reasons for its success was the godly artwork done by its studio. Also, Rip Jang-sun Rak, the lead artist. Thank you for your brilliant work. Now here are my concerns. First of all, Crunchyroll is behind this project. Yeah, we have seen that whenever they have adapted a manhwa, they were average at best compared to the original material. I am joking. They were terrible adaptations. The biggest examples are Tower of God and Noblesse. Even though their stories in the original manhwa are masterpieces, God of High School was one that held potential, but it failed too. You may say, the fault of its failure would be the studio and staff animating it. But I think in the end, it is Crunchyroll's fault since it is the one that chooses where to put its money and chooses the staff. Now, the studio animating solo leveling will be Owa Pictures. You may know its popular works like Sword Art Online, Kaguya-sama, Fairy Tail, Darling in the Franxx, and all these that you see on the screen. Basically, animation-wise, there is no doubt that A1 is pretty good. But here is the main problem. I don't think Owa Pictures are the best for animating solo leveling. First, the complexity of the shadows and dungeon monsters will require the use of CG. One has shown us what it can truly do with CG in '86. But Crunchyroll did have the option to give the anime to studios who have more experience in CG, such as MAPPA or Ufotable, rather than A1. Solo leveling will require a ton of CG in comparison to other animes. Well, after seeing the recent trailer, the animation did look a lot better than the first trailer, and also we saw some dungeon monsters. But these would not prove much, since they still aren't as complex as what's to come. Another reason is the enormous scale of the fights, be it the Shadow Army or dungeon breaks. I really don't think they can produce the amount of detail that was there in the original manhwa as to what was being animated. I mean it. The fights were taking the whole city and being completely destroyed. So you understand why I don't have much faith in A1 with this. I mean, such scaling was produced by MAPPA so well in the Attack on Titan. But yeah, I am not keeping my hopes much high. Third reason here are other things that are worth mentioning, such as how the anime needs at least 24 episodes to make it worth watching. If the first season has only 12 episodes, it will either exclude important character development moments or be extensively rushed. Also, there are some other problems, like the change of nationality of Jin-woo from Korean to Japanese, which is not a good thing at all. Since in the manhwa, the Jeju Island arc, the Japanese were shown as villains, and so while not spoiling much, changing this arc may end up ruining the experience of the whole anime. Just some good news that Jin-woo's name will not change to Shun Mizushino, so that is at least a big up. Now let's talk about the staff. The director, Shunsuke Nakashige, someone who has been involved in big anime like Aote, Re:Zero, and Chainsaw Man as key animator. But he doesn't really have any noticeable work as a director completely by himself. For series composition, we have Noboru Kimura, who has been part of some big names, but doesn't have much noticeable works doing series composition, so we all can agree that the staff isn't bad. But it isn't the best either for adapting something like solo leveling into an anime. But I guess Crunchyroll did put their money at least at some good place, because we have Hiroyuki Sawano in charge of the music. And even if you don't know his name, you definitely know his work. Some of the places of his work are Attack on Titan, Guilty Crown, Bleach, 86, and many more. So you know the music will be great, but most of us really watch anime for its great music. So I don't think the music will be able to carry the anime. Unless the majority of the problems I mentioned are proved wrong, I don't think solo leveling would come out to be actually successful. In the end, I really hope that I am wrong with my thoughts, but I would recommend that it would be best for you to read the actual manhwa. Even if you don't like to read, you will enjoy solo leveling. Either way, if you enjoyed the video, like it, share it with your friends, and comment if you think I missed out on something. See you next time.